Hey everybody, it's Beth from Yoga and Reiki Bliss, and I wanted to share with you a little practice today to help us navigate those times when we're feeling a little anxious, right? We've all been there where we've had that little nervous stomach. Our brains are going a mile a minute as we think towards something that is just out there waiting for us to navigate, be it something like work presentation. I was an actor for a long time, so auditions were always a little anxiety producing. And sometimes even just making like a really important life decision, right? So those feelings of anxiety are so real. But they're usually about something that isn't happening right now, right? It's something that's out there. At least that's my experience, right? Thinking about that upcoming audition. I wasn't in the audition at that moment, but I was already thinking about it 2 weeks ahead and stressing out about it. And so, um, while it can mirror all the same symptoms that we get when we're feeling, stressed, with the heart rate up, our breathing rate up, and the breathing is a little more shallow. Um, we're not navigating the situation now, right? It's in the future. So I want us to come back to now, right? That's always my hope when we're in our yoga practice, that we're navigating what's happening right here, right now. So here's a little practice that we're going to do together that is all about coming back to now. So there'll be some breath-centered movement. We're going to work on getting the head down to get it out of the thinking, ruminating place and back to noticing what is happening right now. And then we'll do some little pranayama practice to help us reset that nervous system and dial it back to a more calm, centered, easy state. So for our practice today, we are going to need a chair, and I would say a blanket, and I would say maybe a couple blocks. You can decide. So let's hop on the mat. We're going to start in mountain pose, Tadasana. And so that you feel a little more grounded, I'd love you to try taking your feet about the distance of your pelvis. So we don't have to feel like we're stuck on a little balance beam, right? Give yourself some room. Your feet could even be a little bit wider. And see if you can start just from a place of neutral, right? Not too much like a cow pose, not too much like a cat, as best you can right in the middle. So you can feel your whole body standing, attentive and easeful. And let's bring the weight of the pelvis and the rib cage right over your ankles so that you're not in that place of leaning forward, ready to move. And let the arms just rest. Let your eyes soften a bit and find your breath. And when you inhale, let's circle the arms out to the sides and all the way up to the sky, and interlace your fingers and press your palms to the sky. With an exhale, gently side bend to your left. And take a moment to breathe into the right side of your ribs. When you inhale next, we'll come up and we'll take that side bend over to the right. Again, we'll take a moment to breathe into the left side of your left lung. When you inhale, we'll come all the way up. Then let's exhale the hands to your heart and create a little hinge forward at your hips, your spine long. When that hinging stops, you can release your hands to your chair or your blocks or the earth. Let your head release, let your upper back release. Stay for a breath in, stay for a breath out. Root into your heels. When you inhale, big sweep out and rise up, bring the pelvis up. And when you exhale, take your hands to your heart again, hinge forward. When the hinging stops, release your hands, chair, blocks, earth, whatever meets you. Again, find your breath in. Find your breath out. Ground through your heels with a breath in. Let's sweep out and rise up. Exhale your hands to your heart. Let's hinge forward and down one more time like this. Enjoy your breath in. Enjoy your breath out. And notice any sensations as we stay for a couple more breaths. Any sensation of stretch through your calf muscles, your hamstring muscles, right? Those are happening now. So let them draw you in. One more breath. And then when you breathe in, we'll sweep out and rise all the way up. And we'll come back to mountain pose. Now from here, I'd love to bring the chair into play for sure. And you could either have a blanket like I have mine folded on top, or you could put a block. We're going to create that hinging forward again, just like we did. And we're aiming to bring the chair to your forehead. So bring this as close as you need to so that your hips stay over your ankles. So you're not leaning forward into your toes and you're not falling back into your heels. Your pelvis is right over your ankles. Bring this up to you so that it meets you right at your hairline. So toward the upper part of your forehead. And as you need to, block up under your head so that you're not forcing yourself to meet the chair, but rather bringing the chair up to meet you. Here, we're less concerned about now that stretch sensation and more concerned about finding just a moment to be supported. As you bring your head onto the chair, again, aim it a little more toward the hairline so that the back of your neck is a little more softly edging toward flexion, rounding a little bit, rather than bending the neck so your chin juts forward, extending it, right? So chin a little soft to the throat. You can rest your hands on the chair. I'm choosing to rest mine on the blocks. You could also hold opposite elbows. But find your breath here. See if you can invite your breath into the back of your rib cage, the back of your lungs. Let any holding or tension in the shoulders or the arms release. Let your eyes soften. Let your jaw unhinge. Even let your face soften. Let's take 2 more breaths together. And then do walk your hands to your chair if you haven't done so already. Use them for a little support to pick your head and your chest back up. And then let's ease our way onto the ground. We do one more thing here. And let's take the legs, your legs, and walk them up onto the chair seat. If you need a little padding there, go for it. Scooch up fairly close so that your knees are supported. And ease yourself back. And so your thighs can be on a slight angle here. They don't have to be vertical. They can be on this slight, like 45-ish degree angle. Play for a sec, get comfy. And then let's take your blanket just for a moment. Fold it so that it wraps just lightly on your rib cage and around to the sides of your waist. And see if you can feel the gentle movement of your breath under the blanket. We're going to do a little pranayama, a little breathing practice, where the focus is on the exhale, and it'll be a 3-part exhale. I'll talk it through and then we'll do it together. So we'll start with an inhale when we're ready. And when we exhale, we'll exhale a third of the breath, then we'll pause. Then we'll exhale another third of the breath and pause. And we'll exhale another third of the breath and pause. And in between those exhales, we're not breathing in, we're just pausing. And then we'll take 2 regular breaths. And then we'll repeat that. And so in my head, I always think of like an elevator coming down and pausing at a floor to let people off. And then it goes down again, we pause, we let the people off. So that's my image. You're welcome to use it. All right, so let's try it. Take a breath in. Enjoy a breath out. Trying to breathe through your nose. Again, you'll breathe your breath in, letting the ribs expand front to back, side to side. And then let's exhale a third of the breath and pause. Exhale another third of the breath. Pause. Exhale the remaining third of your breath and pause. Then enjoy a breath in. Enjoy a breath out. Enjoy a breath in. Enjoy a breath out. And now we'll repeat the whole cycle. Welcome your breath in. Exhale a third of your breath and pause. Exhale another third of your breath and pause. Exhale the remaining third of your breath and pause. Then welcome your breath in and let it go. And breathe in and breathe out. And let's try it 2 more times. I'll stop talking so you can be in your own experience. Now just let your breath return to its natural rhythm. Let your body heavy into the ground. Let your head heavy. Let your eyes soften back. Even let your attention soften back. So it's resting in this quiet little nook in the center of your brain where it can just observe the gentle rise and fall of your breath for just a few more moments. Invite one more breath in. And one more breath out. And just take a moment to notice how you feel. And then very slowly step your feet to the edge of the chair and slip your blanket off to the side and roll to your side. Take a moment to breathe. Then place your top hand on the earth, and we'll use that for support to come all the way up and sit. All right, my friends, I hope that was helpful in helping you relieve a little tension, stress, and anxiety. And I hope you feel a little more grounded and rooted in the present moment. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube page, please do so. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends. And to find out more about our classes and more about what I'm doing and videos that I'm creating for you, you can pop on over to my website, thisisyourbliss.com. All right, have a wonderful, easeful day, and I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks.